This is the story of Mark Reynolds, a seemingly ordinary man whose life became consumed by an online game, leading him down a path of obsession, deception, and ultimately murder. It's a chilling reminder of the dangers of blurring the lines between the virtual world and reality. Mark was a shy and introverted individual who struggled to connect with people in real life. He found solace and escape in a popular online multiplayer game, where he created a powerful and charismatic avatar named Shadowblade. In the game, Mark was no longer the timid person he was in real life. As Shadowblade, he was a skilled warrior, a respected leader, and a charismatic figure. He formed close relationships with other players, finding a sense of community and belonging that he had always craved. One of Mark's closest friends in the game was a female player named Lisa. Her avatar, Mystic Rose, was a skilled healer and a loyal companion to Shadowblade. Mark and Lisa spent countless hours together in the game, exploring virtual worlds, completing quests, and battling enemies. As their virtual relationship deepened, Mark began to develop romantic feelings for Lisa. He believed that their connection was genuine and that they were destined to be together. He poured all his emotional energy into their online relationship, blurring the lines between fantasy and reality. However, Mark had never met Lisa in real life. He only knew her through her online persona. He knew nothing about her real identity, her age, or her location. Yet he convinced himself that she was the perfect woman for him. One day, Mark decided to take their relationship to the next level. He told Lisa that he wanted to meet her in person. Lisa was hesitant, explaining that she preferred to keep their relationship confined to the virtual world. She cited concerns about privacy and safety. Mark refused to take no for an answer. He became increasingly persistent, pressuring Lisa to reveal her real identity and agree to meet him. His behavior became obsessive and controlling, causing Lisa to become increasingly uncomfortable. Lisa eventually revealed that her real name was Sarah and that she lived in a different state. She politely declined Mark's request to meet, explaining that she was already in a relationship with someone else. Mark was devastated. He felt betrayed and rejected. He couldn't accept that the woman he had fallen in love with in the virtual world didn't want him in real life. His obsession spiraled out of control. Consumed by anger and resentment, Mark began to stalk Sarah online. He hacked into her email and social media accounts, monitoring her every move. He learned about her real-life boyfriend, David, and began to fantasize about harming him. Driven by his twisted obsession, Mark traveled to Sarah's state. He tracked down her address and waited for her and David to leave their apartment. He had made up his mind that if he couldn't have Sarah, then no one could. As Sarah and David walked down the street, Mark confronted them. He pulled out a knife and attacked David, stabbing him multiple times. Sarah screamed for help, and Mark fled the scene. David died from his injuries. Mark was later apprehended and charged with murder. The case highlighted the dangerous consequences of online obsession and the ease with which virtual relationships can blur the lines between fantasy and reality. Mark's inability to separate his online persona from his real self led to a tragic and senseless act of violence.